Hi there, this is section 5.1 and question number 12 and question number 14 on page 213 of your Discovering Statistics textbook. So the question asks, determine whether each table is a probability model. If not, clearly explain why it is not a probability model. So question 12, here is the table. We have the voice, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass for some choir, and the probabilities that a random person is each one of these, as here they are. So this is not a valid probability. Not. No, 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 because probabilities have to be positive. You can't have a negative probability. That is no good. This right here is absolutely no good. Never on your test will you put a negative probability. Probability is a number between 0 and 1. So that's not okay. You could have stopped there, but you could also notice that in this case, well, I guess the probabilities, no, they don't add up to 1 either. So, but because it's negative, you can stop right there and say, no, it's not valid. Probability cannot be less than 0. I guess I could move that to cannot. So the next question, question 14, here is the table, and it's the major of students taking statistics, and here are the probabilities. So there's a couple of things that are a little sketchy about this chart. The number one problem with this chart is if you add up these probabilities, they do not add to 1. If you add up the probabilities, the sum equals, so this is 1 is right there, so that's 1, 1.20, 1.40, 1.50. The sum is 1.50, which is not equal to 1. So this is not a valid probability distribution. You might also argue that they should have some table in here that says, other over here, so that maybe not all of the majors are represented. But again, because they don't add up to 1, you can stop right there and say, no, this is not a valid probability distribution. So in general, when you are analyzing these tables, you want to see, are all the categories represented? And then are all the probabilities a number between 0 and 1? So you want to make sure none of these probabilities are greater than 1 or less than 0. And you want to make sure that they add up to 1. So if any of those things are not true, then you do not have a valid probability distribution.